actually going to be taking you a little bit behind the scenes of my filming space, because I am in the middle of filming a 3-part Valentine's Day video for you guys. So set up my dressing room area that you guys see me film all the time, which is a huge mess because, as you guys know, I am in the middle of doing my, well, I finished my declutter series for you guys, but there's still so much more to do for it. In case you're ever curious, this is my setup. Right now the room is a mess, so ignore the mess because declutter time. That's my ring light, an umbrella lamp, sometimes an umbrella lamp there, area. Okay, so now I'm going to have a little bit of coffee while I am filming my special Valentine's Day video for you guys, and I will see you guys after. Friends, I just finished filming a special Valentine's Day video for you guys, and now I have to break down my set really quick, which is in my dressing room, and get dressed for work, because I need to be at work in probably about 30 minutes. I should have worn a coat, but I am the worst at wearing coats. It is like, I think 24 degrees right now. So yeah, I should be having on more than just my vest. And I should have warmed up my car. Okay. Yeah, should have warmed up my car. That was stupid. Yeah, it is, I'll show you in a second here. It is 24 degrees out. Yeah, stupid. Turn off my radio just because I don't know what the copyright rules are on that, and I've seen some of my fellow vloggers like listening to music in the car saying they've gotten copyright strikes, so yeah, I'm not gonna do that. So I thought I would take you guys through my day today. As you guys sort of saw, I filmed a Valentine's Day video for you guys. I'm not sure if that's gonna be up before this or after this, so I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but if it's already been up, then you already know. And I did that all before work this morning. I have to be at work by 7:30. It is now 7:18. I don't work too far from there, but depending on traffic and lights, we'll predict what happens here. And yes, you're gonna see bags in the back. That is not trash, even though there are big black trash bags. There are big black trash bags back there. Those are part of my Get Chucked Challenge donations, and it is all clothing, all of it. And I think I left a pair of shoes out of that bag and I meant to grab them, but chaos this morning of filming twice, I didn't think of it, so I'll have to donate them separately. There's 3 huge trash bags back there. I'm taking them to the donation spot that I take all of my clothing to every quarter, pretty much on a first name basis unless they have new volunteers. So I do not have garbage in the back of my SUV. They're actually donations. Oh good, we just missed the train. There's a train. We have to go over 2 train tracks to get to my work, and there are days that there's double trains and you just get screwed. So we just missed one of them, and they're not timely, and they're not on a schedule. They just come when they come. So aggravating. So I'm actually going to be looking for a better vlogging camera. That's why I haven't vlogged very much. This is actually my Olympus Tough camera. That is like an underwater camera, a adventure camera. We take it anytime we go on any vacations, because like I said, I've taken this in the ocean and it can get wet. I've taken it when we've gone zip lining, things like that. My husband and I love to travel, but it's not the best for vlogging, I don't think yet. So if you have any good recommendations for a vlogging camera, tell me below. All right, so today I'm going to be taking you again to my half day of work, and then I have a nail appointment, and then I'm going to be dropping off my trash bags of donations and going to the grocery store. I don't like to do any errands generally on Fridays because that is when I prefer to film, but we have so much shit to do and we have so much stuff we need that just like, yeah, I need to get stuff. Otherwise the whole weekend is crammed and it's obnoxious. So, and we already have plans for tomorrow, and the roads here are really crappy, so if I keep dipping down and dropping you, I'm sorry. You're on a stand, but I don't think that's helping much. So I'm going to be taking you through all of my errands today. Again, I generally prefer to prefer to film on Fridays. That's like the only time I have to dedicate to film where nobody else is in the house. But like I said, there's so much crap that if I don't do it on Fridays, it just spills into the weekend, and we already have a lot of plans onto the weekend. It's obnoxious, but I'm gonna try to get on a more consistent filming schedule. I feel like winter is so tough for that because there's no really good exterior lighting. There's no good natural lighting. So I'm constantly having to use my umbrella lights that you saw and my ring light, and it's just not as, it doesn't look as good. I am actually also going to be getting ready to post my 4th week declutter challenge. So that should be going up today, which is February 3rd. So just getting ready to post that now. Work is now done. It is 11:30, and now I'm going to my nail appointment. Okay, so I do work in a city, so decent sized city. So I am trying to take some back routes to get to my nail appointment because they have a very, very predominant bridge down right now, and we're having to go a lot of random ass ways to get where we need to go. So maybe trying a different route. I also need to try to keep my cell phone with my acting email pretty available today because my agent emailed me 2 nights ago asking for fresh digitals for a casting that I'm being requested for, which is always lovely, but anything that this particular casting agent's going to want me for is going to be more of a conservative piece, which means I'd have to lose the purple hair. I know, I really love my purple hair. It is a lot of maintenance though, as you guys have seen in my 5 tips video. I have to wash my hair in very, very cold water, and it is, again, 31 degrees right now, so you have an idea of what I'm working with. It's pretty obnoxious, I'm not gonna lie, but it's kind of become a lifestyle for me since I've been doing this for months now, months and months, and I really like the pop of color in my hair. So if I book it, I'll be honest, the money's worth it, so I would color it, but it'd still kind of suck because I'd have to go to a full brunette, and I have to decide then, do I want to go back to it after the shoot's done, or I don't know. And I definitely can't mask it because I have enough purple in here, you guys know, so there's a lot of purple in my hair. So I really have to decide if I have to change my hair. I mean, if I get cast, I'm changing my hair. I mean, again, the pay is way too good to pass it up. It's a good opportunity, but it would still kind of suck. So I have to keep my phone kind of readily available so I can keep track of whether or not I've been cast. But the thing is you'll just never know sometimes. You'll get cast for something and you'll know either immediately or you'll know a couple of days beforehand. And I let my agent know. I was like, hey, here's my fresh digitals. You can see there's purple in my hair. You're gonna need to give me some time to color this. So there's that. But if I don't get cast, or if they choose a different look, say they want a blonde versus a brunette, or they want someone taller or whatever, they'll just never usually tell you. Like, my agent won't even come back to me with a, hey, no worries, everything's all good, you can keep your hair, or hey, unfortunately they went this way. They don't tell you. They just don't contact you. It's like after a first date and they don't get back to you and you're like, rude, rude. Spent time, energy, sometimes money, auditioning, and you don't even care. Okay, good to know, good to know. Kind of nice courtesy to let us know, hey, we liked this and this about you, but unfortunately we went with a brunette. That's happened to me a few times. I've actually even been cast before, and I've gotten a call when I'm on my way to the studio, and they've said, you were amazing, everyone in casting loved you, the director loved you, but the owner of the company wants someone with a different ethnicity. And I can't change that about myself, so that was what that was. Thanks. If you want to know which brand that was Ghirardelli, the chocolate. They cast me, and they were about to fly me up to San Francisco and do quite a few different shoots with them and whatnot. It was pretty big. It was a pretty big campaign I got cast for, and then on my way to the studio, they let me know that sorry, speed bump. Sorry, we have since decided we need someone with more. I think they needed someone who was Latina, they needed a Latina because in San Francisco that was the majority of the population. So I got cast, and then I got fired, decast, whatever you want to call it. I lost the gig for sure, and it was because something I couldn't change about myself, which is my ethnicity. So acting, well, there's a couple industries I'm sure that do it, but acting is one of the last industries that it is legal to discriminate for your looks, your heritage, your sex, your ethnicity, everything. So there is that. Little rant there, little conversation tidbit for you. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the order I'm going to do some things in is right now I have a noon nail appointment, and I've got about little more than 15 minutes to get there. So I'm going to go to my noon appointment to get my nails done, and I had my thumb crack while I was in the middle of my declutter. I don't know if you can see that, but I have to get my nails done, filled, fixed, and then I'm thinking I'm going to go to the donation drop spot so I can get rid of those bags in the back of my car. And yeah, that makes sense, because then I'll go to the grocery store and get some things for us, because I have been, my husband and I have been doing, I don't ever remember the full name of what the actual like program or whatever you want to call it is, but it's like Healthy Balance something, with this Healthy Balance plan that I'm not going to get too deep into because I'm not really eloquent when speaking about things like that. I've lost 10 pounds in about, I don't know, a week and a half, 2 weeks time, just by changing my diet. Now, I will not lie to you, my diet previously to this was whatever the hell I wanted it to be. So I'd have healthy days and I'd have unhealthy days. And this has just been very structured. The times I eat, the amount of healthy fats, healthy carbs, healthy proteins that I eat, it's all regimented out for me during this plan. So I've lost 10 pounds in about a week and a half. And now I'm into week 2. I'm getting weighed this weekend for it. So long story short, I need to go to the grocery store because all of our healthy fats, proteins, and carbs we're running low on. So that will be one of the last things I do is errand-wise. And take you guys with me. It's kind of like, from what my husband like described it to me, it's kind of like when you hear people talk about macros when you're like on Instagram. I see it all the time where people are like, count your macros, and I'm like, those are not words I understand. That's pretty much what it is when you're counting your healthy fats, your carbs, and your proteins. So it's working thus far, but in the beginning, don't you always flush a bunch of weight? Like when you have been kind of doing whatever you want and then you get on a real strict regimen, or more strict regimen, you lose a decent amount right away, and then it's beyond that you have to maintain, so, and keep losing. So that's what's going on right now, and what I will be focusing on when I go to the grocery store later today. I also do have with me, because I do have to eat in a regimented time frame on this program, I do have my like quick lunch on the go with me, like the pack and go lunch, because I knew I was going to be running errands this afternoon. So I do have that, and I'll give you a little sneak peek of that later. Because I think after my nail appointment is when I'm pretty much almost immediately supposed to eat. So just give you a little what I'm having for lunch. I'm really glad that the sun is out, but it's kind of wishing I was at home filming in my dressing room, because we've hardly had a lot of sun the past like month. So it'd be great for lighting, but like I said earlier, if I don't get this stuff done today, we're going to be doing without, or we're going to be like running to the store here and there, and it's just easier to get everything done in one fell swoop, even though it's kind of obnoxious. Nail time. Oh, and they have the worst parking lot. Everything is so tight. Trying to park it. Oh, yes! See, this is why I try to get earlier in the day so there's less cars here, because there are such tight parking spots. So I'm about 10 minutes early because I work just far enough away that it's like a 20-minute drive, but if I'm delayed at all, that extra 10 minutes really comes in handy. And also, I really hate to ask I have a regular person I see for my nails to be like, hey, could you see me at 11:50? That'll just move all of her appointments. That's just rude to do. Ooh, is that my agent? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. It's actually my nail tech saying, just reminding you your appointment's at noon. And I'm like, I'm here. All right, let's go get our nails done. Okay, nails are done. Okay, that took far longer than I anticipated because we did an entire fresh set. So, yeesh, it took almost an hour and a half. And it took an hour and 20 minutes, so, you know, is kind of what it is sometimes. Now we're gonna back up out of this narrow ass area. Thank goodness there's not a ton of cars here today. There's usually a ton. Now, we're gonna go donation store, but I'm having slow cars in front of me kind of trying to decide what they're doing. So now we're gonna go to drop off donations. Here we go. Alright. Alright, so in case you're curious about my nails, since we just went there, I got my pink and whites that I always get. I've been doing this for years and years. There's only small stints of time in my adult life that I haven't had nails, and it's generally because I'm filming something that it's not appropriate for. Like I've been cast in a film or something that isn't necessary, and it doesn't look right for the part. So, but I always have nails, mostly pink and whites. Having a conversation with my nail lady, and she's talking about how she's very nervous about where the country is right now, and she is here on a working green card, and she is fabulous. She has a child, she has a husband, she has a whole family here, and she's very, very nervous, and I understand that. Changing subjects. Here's the location we're going to be dropping off our donations to. If we could ever make our left turn. Now this beast of a hill that I'm about to drive up is also the amount of space I have to go back down as well with all my stuff. So you'll see here in just a second. Oopsie daisy. I'm gonna take it all the way down here, but it's always my hassle, and it's always windy when I drop off my stuff. And I always have so much to donate, because as you guys have seen in my declutter, I go through a lot of stuff and just declutter, declutter, declutter. So, alright, say goodbye to the bags. Bye, bags! Because we're getting rid of this stuff. Okay, loud street, busy street, but donations are dropped off. And I feel like I got some extra workout strength training in because those bags were big and heavy. Alright, now I'm going to show you my quick little on-the-go lunch before I go to the grocery store. Everybody assumes when they find out you work half days sometimes, they're like, oh, you just sit home and do nothing. I'm like, I'm a busy bee. On the go, a 6-inch banana is going to be 3 healthy carbs, so I'm eating that. That peel looks a little bad because it's been in a bag, but it's not bad at all. This is a little less protein than I'm supposed to have, but this is 2.5 ounces of a healthy protein. I'm supposed to have 3. And 6 almonds, which is 3 units of a healthy fat. So that is my on-the-go lunch while I'm on my way to the grocery store. Because if you go to the grocery store hungry, you know what happens. Outside of Trader Joe's. Finishing up my healthy lunch, meal on the go, whatever you want to call it. But Ulta is right over there, and I'm like, I know I have points. Do I go in? And I'm like, no, don't go in. It's gonna depend. Like if I can get everything at Trader Joe's, great. But there's a couple recipes I want to make, and I may have to go to another grocery store. So we'll see. Goodness. Even at 1:59 in the afternoon, this area is always crazy because this happens to be an area where there's a lot of older, wealthier people, or just wealthy people that don't work, which sounds really snotty, but we just had one guy nearly T-bone me just because he wasn't paying attention. Okay, I live in St. Louis, so you need to know your surroundings. You need to know what's going on. I'm in a very nice area right now. Like I just said, I'm around a lot of wealthy people, but I just had one guy, come on, one guy in a hoodie and a big sweatshirt with his hands in his pockets come up to me as I'm alone and no other cars are around me at that moment, saying, "Miss, excuse me," and like practically running to me. I don't mean to sound stereotypical. I don't mean to sound like a jerk. I'm all about helping people. But we are in a very public place right now. If you needed help, you could go into a store. Approaching a woman alone when you're coming to her vehicle on my driver's side, no, I do not feel safe. I'm telling you no. So at that point, I've had to do this several times in my adult life. Even in my younger adult life, I've had to say, no, I'm sorry, I'm late, and go. And sometimes people are still persistent. And this gentleman kept coming towards me as I said, sorry, I'm running late, and I threw my groceries in the car next to me. I would normally put them in the back, but I wasn't going to take the extra time because he was very close to me, walking very quickly, practically running to get to me. And I'm like, if you needed real help, you could go into a store. He didn't look like he was bleeding. He didn't look like, it's pretty much people asking for money or asking for something, but it happens too often, and unfortunately women have to be careful. People have to be conscious of what's going on. I was literally reaching into my purse to get out my camera to start vlogging again when he was right behind me. So I'm just like, no, don't approach people like that. And I've been panhandled a lot. People try to ask for money all the time, whether I'm at a grocery store or especially when I'm at the gas station. So women always have to be mindful of these things, and it's just really sad, but also aggravating. I should be able to go to the grocery store and not worry that someone's going to come up to me and practically invade my personal space. No, he did not come up and touch me. No, he didn't get close enough because I didn't allow it to happen. But, it's stuff like that just throws you. It just... All I was going to tell you was that I had got my good, healthy vegetables and proteins, and that happened. And I'm just like... I hate that. It's not the first time it's happened. It's not going to be the last time it happens. I hate when it does. He was probably going to ask me for money, or... I don't know. Theft happens a lot in St. Louis. I mean... We're pretty well known. You just have to be protective, and you have to be aware of your surroundings. And unfortunately, I've been doing that since my young adult life. You just have to be aware. So that's, all right, getting off that tangent, getting off that little rant there. That's what just happened. But I'm fine. It's nothing new. Now I'm going to go home and put all these groceries away. I got ingredients for a healthy, like, pizza style recipe, but like with, you know, cauliflower and goodness like that. And then a lot of produce, a lot of healthy fats and things like that, and some, meaning almond butter, good stuff like that. So on my way home, I'm gonna put all this stuff away and try to find my kitchen, because we're still, yes, my declutter series on YouTube is done, but we're still, in the real life, it takes for freaking ever, so still going through it. Okay, just giving you a little mini food haul of what I got. I got some multi-grain slim sandwich breads. I got a little bit of pepperoni for the recipe that we're gonna make. 2 packs of organic ground beef, 85% lean. Some lunch meat, that's a lean lunch meat. Some healthy fats with almond butter. The pizza sauces for the recipe. Some peppers. There's some chai seeds back there and some Himalayan pink salt. Some organic shredded mozzarella cheese and some Parmesan, cauliflower for the recipe I'm about to make, and some mixed greens. So this was just my quick healthy haul there. Okay friends, we're back in my dressing room like we started this morning. So I'm going to end the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this follow me around, do my errands with me vlog, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe.